everyone. Today I'm going to show you what I do with the leftover paint that falls off the canvas when I'm either spinning it out or when I'm tilting it off. After I'm done with the painting, I go back and I scrape up all the paint and I throw it into this bucket. So you see on the top, the last painting I must have done probably had a lot of reds and magentas in there, but you can see the other levels that had blues in there and turquoise and gray. So I really don't know what color this is going to actually turn out to be. So I'm just stirring it up, and what I'm going to show you today is what I do with it. You know, I don't want to just spin off a painting or tilt off a painting and then throw away all the paint that ends up on the table. So I like to repurpose it and reuse it. So what I'm doing here is I'm stirring it up, and I'm actually going to make 4 different colors with this scrap paint. I call it table scrap. You'll hear me refer to it in other videos as table scrap, but it's really just like the drippings that have come off of paintings as I'm doing them. So rather than just, fold it up in the plastic and throw it away, I like to scrape it up and pour it into this bucket and then reuse it. So you'll see that it's actually a really pretty gray. But I'm going to make 4 different colors with this that I can reuse in other paintings, or even just as a flow extender when I need extra paint on the edges of a painting, to help it flow off better. So I'm just stirring it up, getting it all ready so that way I can make my first color. And I'm only going to show you one color because it's the same exact system that I use for all 4 colors. And rather than making a half-hour video, I'm going to show you just one color. So the very first color that I am putting into this one is a creative inspiration, and it is Payne's Gray. So I want the Payne's Gray to mix up really good with the table scrap gray that was in the big bucket. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just stirring it up until it all blends together, and it should be pretty close to doing that. I kind of sped up this video a little bit too, just so you weren't sitting here watching me stir and stir and stir. I sped it up a little bit. Okay, so once this is all stirred up, you're gonna see me get another bucket out, and I am going to strain the paint through into that other bucket, and that's kind of where it will live until I use it. And so I like to strain the paint because, this is from a lot of different paintings, in case there was something on the table or a little clump of paint that didn't, kind of dissolve well or anything. I want to catch all that stuff before it goes into the other bucket. So that'll be pretty much clean paint. It won't have any little bits in there. And then, as a precaution, I always strain my paints right before I do a video that you see. I always strain my paints anytime I do a video, or anytime, even if I'm not doing a video, if I'm just doing a painting, I always strain, because I think at the beginning when I first started with fluid art, I wasn't straining. And after the painting would dry, I'm like, oh, what is that little mound on there? Or what is that little, bubble or anything? And so I would, kind of bum me out a little bit, because, you work so hard, and, they end up being like your kids, you want them to be just perfect. and then there's this little blob of something on there, and it's stuck, and you can't really get it off, and you don't really want to take it off and mess up the painting, the rest of it. So anyway, I had a couple of those in the very beginning when I first started doing this, and so I thought, no, you know what? I'm going to strain my paints. And so ever since I started straining, I have not had any little anything. I've had a bug land in it. I've had a bug land in a painting before that I had to, I had to fish out. But as far as any little foreign matters or anything, no. And I think that's because I scrape. So before I go on to the next one, there's some cleanup that I have to do. So I'm going to start cleaning up the little strainer. And these little strainers I bought at the dollar store, and they have, oh my gosh, they are so good. They last so long. So I just wipe it down. You can even spray a little water onto it. The paint comes right off. The paint does not stay on there. And so I can just reuse this, going from one color to another color. And this is the exact same strainer that I use right before I do my paintings, my videos. And I strain all my colors just through one strainer. So anyway, I'm just kind of cleaning up my area, making sure that the strainer is clean enough to put the next color through. And so that's pretty much it. It's not hard. It's just, it's a little time consuming. I think it probably took me about an hour to do these 4 colors because, you got to kind of clean up in between. I always clean up the tops of my containers. So that way, if any of that dries, and you'll see that I'm going to pour the paint directly into this from the jug. And I think this next one is going to be an ultramarine blue, but I'm not going to show you. We're not going to go through this one. I just kind of wanted to show you once I cleaned up my area, and then we're off to the next color. So that's pretty much the process of it. I'm going to show you right now. I'll show you the 4 colors that were completed with this table scrap. And I'm really excited to use them. I think they're really, really pretty. So the first color that I'm going to show you is an Oxide Black, and that's by Amsterdam. And that was mixed with the gray table scrap. And then this one is an ultramarine blue by Creative Inspiration. This one is Dioxazine Violet by Creative Inspiration. And then the very last one, that's the Payne's Gray. What do you think about that? Doesn't it almost look like a pretty slate, like a green or something? So that is my process. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you very much. I think that's a wrap, and I hope you come back. Bye for now.